Hi guys, 18 Dapper here, and today we've got the final game of the season. It's the match preview. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Coventry City at the Keep Moat Stadium this Saturday. Let's get the video started. So the game this Saturday is a very big game in the playoff picture. Doncaster Rovers versus Coventry. And this match preview, if you're new to the channel, we format them in this way. We look at the previous meetings, we look at the current form for both teams, player focus for Donny Rovers, the one to watch for Coventry, and then the all-important score prediction at the end. So on to previous meetings. Can't really get any tighter, can't get any closer to call. Rovers' record against Coventry, we've won 9. Coventry have won 9 and we've drawn 7, so nothing between the two teams in our history. More recent history, Donny have had the edge a little bit in the 2014-15 season. Both games in League One, home and away. Donny won them both. 2-0 home, 3-1 away. Decent. And then in the 15-16 season, again in League One, Donny had the edge once again with an away draw 2-2 and a home victory 2-0. But the season that matters this season, Coventry have the edge with an away, Coventry won 2-1 at the Ricoh Arena. So hopefully we can turn that around and get the victory on Saturday in our back garden. Now, I am getting a little bit nervous already while recording this video because it's such a close game to call, and we have Peterborough breathing down our necks thanks to beating Portsmouth midweek. We currently sit in 6th on 70 points, Peterborough in 7th on 69. We play Coventry. Peterborough are at home to Burton, who sit in 9th. Coventry and Burton, neither team has anything to play for other than to spoil the parties of us or Peterborough. So who knows which way this could go. Peterborough have to win their game no matter what to stand a chance of going into the playoffs. If we lose, unless it's a very heavy defeat, and Peterborough draw, the goal difference is in our favour. That is like an extra point. If Peterborough draw or lose, doesn't matter what result we get, we're in the playoffs. Now if we draw, Peterborough draw, it is as it is. If we draw and Peterborough win, they overtake us by the 1 point. If we win, which I hope we will, it's done and dusted. We're in the playoffs. So in my opinion, the pressure is on Peterborough. They have got to win their game. Ideally, I'd love to see us go 2-3-0 up really quickly, game done, dead and buried, and then enjoy the rest of the game. But I can't see it happening that way. Donny Rovers fans, in the comments down below, you guys know as well as I do, we're Donny Rovers. We don't do anything the easy way. So Saturday will be no different. But I think us as fans need to get behind the players. There's a couple of misplaced passes or bad touches or nerves showing through. We need to settle them nerves as the supporters. Be that 12th man behind them. Let's get behind them. Let's push them over the line. It's been a fantastic season. Let's end it on a high, hopefully in the playoffs. But that's where the league table is. Also, with the league table, with that result, Peterborough, the Portsmouth Peterborough result midweek, it confirmed Luton and Barnsley going into the Championship. So if there's any Barnsley or Luton fans watching this video, congratulations. Hopefully we will see you next year. On to current form in all competitions. Donny, not great form. 2 wins, 2 defeats and a draw in the last 5. Not too dissimilar. Coventry's form at the minute, 2 draws, 1 defeat, 2 victories in the last 5. So very close with recent form. So Donny, we had a horrid Easter period, getting beat at Sunderland and then at home to Accrington Stanley, but we did stop the rot a little at Oxford, drawing 2-2. Oxford, a very good team. I think it was think it's 12 games now, unbeaten. I might be wrong, but they've picked up, pulled themselves away from the relegation zone, safe for another season. And I think we came up against a good team and got a decent point away from home. As I mentioned earlier, we just need to win to cement our place in the playoffs and not have to wait for Peterborough's result or worry or rely on other teams. It's not a case of looking at his phone because we're drawing or losing. Hopefully, get the win, cement that place. Coventry, they were in the hunt for that final playoff place until their last two games, a defeat against Portsmouth and a draw to Shrewsbury, put a stop to that. Hopefully, they'll be on the beach come Saturday, but I've got a funny feeling they will be coming to town to try and spoil our party, as Burton will be going to Peterborough to spoil their party, hopefully. But having said all that, a good season for Coventry on the pitch, coming up, getting promoted last season, just outside the playoffs this season. But for me, the big question marks, as for a lot of people, are off the pitch. I'm looking forward to getting some of the Coventry fans' opinions in fans' thoughts. So if you're a Coventry fan and you're coming to the game and you want to give your thoughts on the match preview, I will be around the away end. Come and see me, say hello, have a chat, and then we will get your thoughts on the camera, and it's your opportunity to say what you want, as long as you don't swear, because it's a family-friendly channel. Now, this is normally where I do player focus and pick a Rovers player to have a chat about, but with it being the last game of the season, I think it's fitting that I say a few words about the gaffer, Grant McCann. 482 appearances in his club playing career, scored 86 times in the process, and he also featured for Northern Ireland 50 times at both under 21 level and senior level, and scored 7 goals at international level too. So McCann joined Doncaster this season and has brought a new style of playing, a new style of football that we've not seen, for me, since the O'Driscoll period. What an era that was for Donny. And for me, it's been a pleasure to watch. Really enjoyed going and watching Rovers this season. We were tipped to go down at the start of the season, and Grant and the team around him have given us a season to remember, regardless of what happens on Saturday. And for me, the future looks very, very bright with Grant at the wheel. So, as I said, regardless of the result on Saturday, I am happy with a positive season, and I think we've overachieved. So a big thank you to Grant and his team. I'm looking forward to next season, but hopefully we've got the playoffs to contend with first. On to the one to watch for Coventry. I have gone with Jordi Hiwula. 42 appearances, 13 goals, 4 assists. Hiwula's Coventry City's top scorer in all competitions, and is the second leading assist maker behind Sterling and Thomas. They're both on 5. Hiwula could be a difficult one to keep quiet, in my opinion. Scored 3 goals in his last 4 games, and he was one of the players who scored in that 2-1 defeat to Coventry earlier in the season. So one to watch, one for the defenders to keep tabs on. And finally, score prediction. I've gone through the possibilities with Peterborough behind us. If we win, it doesn't matter. If we draw, we're relying on them. If we lose, we're relying on them. Peterborough need to win to overtake us. That is that. But it won't come to that, because my score prediction, we're going to be up for it. We're going to want the win. We're decent at home. It's going to be Rovers 2, Coventry 0, and we are in the playoffs. But we've got to get behind them as well. So if you've enjoyed this, big thumbs up for us, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. So close to 1200. So please click that subscribe button. There is going to be a match day vlog as well, so keep an eye out for that. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.